Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Devi Datta Das, Assistant Professor, BVRIT Hyderabad College of Engineering for Women. So, students, today the chapter that we are going to discuss is vocabulary. Vocabulary, as you know, is one of the most important phases in the process of language learning. Without vocabulary, without the stock of words, you won't be able to express yourself clearly. The more words you have in your word stock, the easier it will be to articulate yourself properly. As you can see over here, Burgeon Evans, an American writer, says that words are one of our chief means of adjusting to all situations of life. The better control we have over words, the more successful our adjustment is likely to be. Indeed, this is true. The more words you know, the better you can use it in your day to day lives. Now, we are not going to deal with all the aspects of vocabulary. I have zeroed in on these two aspects or these two portions of vocabulary, abbreviations and acronyms. Now, we people in our day to day lives always use abbreviations, isn't it? Abbreviations are a very important part of our writing and our speaking assignments. Abbreviation is a broad term, and acronym is a part of abbreviation. This is not different from abbreviation. We'll go deep into what are these abbreviations, what is the meaning of abbreviations, and what are acronyms. So let us move on to the next slide. Abbreviations. An abbreviation is the shortened form of a word or phrase. In writing, abbreviations are useful when you need to squeeze a lot of writing into a small space. So it can be a lot of things can be written in a very small space. Abbreviation helps us to achieve that end. You can also use them in place of long, cumbersome phrases to make your sentences easier to read. Now, these are some of the examples of abbreviations that we use in a day-to-day basis. For Sunday, sometimes we write sun for Monday, we write mon for Tuesday, we write Tues. So abbreviations are hiding inside the word, as you can see over here. For Mr., some we write MR. For avenue, we write AVE. For doctor, we write DR. For generally for PhD also, Doctor of Philosophy, we write PH.D. And also the months of the year, this is what we generally, people use it in letter writings also, as I told you in one of the other videos. But then these are we should keep it in mind that abbreviations are also a part of the informal aspect of writing and speaking. Sometimes people do use it in formal situations, but try to avoid it there. These are some of the other abbreviations. P for president, VP for vice president. In marketing and sales, we use B2B. This is that is business to business. B2C, that is business to customer. CTA, that is call to action. And direction terms are also there, like N for north, S for south, E for east, and W for west. There are some other note taking abbreviations also, as you can see on the screen. GEN for generally, MAX for maximum, MIN for minimum, DIFF for difference. ETC is the most, overused, you can say, abbreviations, that is, etc. Now let us move on to what is acronym. Acronym is a part of abbreviation, as I had told you. So acronym is an abbreviation formed from the initial letters of other words and pronounced as a word. For example, NASA. Now NASA is an acronym. It stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Okay, occasionally an acronym becomes so commonplace that it evolves into an ordinary word that people no longer think of as an acronym. This is very, very true. We often use acronyms as if they're a part of the word, of the words. We use it as words. We forget that they also have a full-fledged, what do I say, full form of those words are also present. Now, these are some of the different examples of acronyms. NATO for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. As you can see, how to make an acronym or how to construct an acronym, we have to take the first letters of all the words out there, like for North N, for Atlantic A, for treaty T, and for organization O is used, and it is made it into NATO. Now, this is another, as I was telling you, some of the words we use it on a day-to-day basis and we forget that they are acronyms. This is one example, laser, where the full form is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Now, we do not use the full lengthy and this verbose version of the word, rather, we often use it as laser. These are some of the other examples over there, like Interpol, Nabisco. You can see Interpol for International Criminal Police Organization. We hardly, flesh out the terms, or we hardly describe the terms over there. We generally say it as Interpol. Now, there is a thin line of difference between acronym and initialisms, as you can see over here. We use it as UNESCO. UNESCO, the particular acronyms are those abbreviations which can be pronounced as words. Like we do not say UNESCO, we say it as UNESCO. But there are certain abbreviations where it is also constructed from the initial letters of the words, but then we do not pronounce it as a particular word, but we pronounce it by taking each particular letter that is involved over there. Now it's like UNHCR. This is United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, right? So this is not an acronym, this is an initialism. So please do not get confused between what is an acronym and what is an initialism, though the difference is blurred actually, to be very frank. Thank you so much.